And we are back at the Baron's Bar. 3 of you are in the back. 1 of you is up front. We'll start with the 3 of you in the back. About 30 seconds before you hear the boom, the Baron does stand up and looks towards the door. Right as well, looks like we've got company and it's not friendly.
Would I also get that due to my merit?
Yes. I'm not asking you to stay and fight. Vi knows the way out of here if you guys want to leave and take. Just points to Kid.
Maximus looks up and you can see, like, actually from the, like, cross that looks like a tattoo on his forehead, you can actually see that it is absolutely not a tattoo. In fact, it is a scar, and almost like it has reopened. It's like leaking out black blood that's kind of just streaming down his nose and mouth and chin, and like cracks his knuckles and stands up and looks away from the fledgling that he was definitely not thinking of taking a bite out of, and says to the Baron, "No, I think I'm feeling particularly peckish at this moment, so I will gladly partake in a little brawl. What do you say, Vi?"
I want to fight so bad, but Rhea, if you want to get out of here, I could take you out and come back.
I
can also hide.
Where would I take it? We're still tied to the chair, or like chained to the chair, right?
Luis does reach into his pocket, like pulls out a set of keys and like hands you the key. Vi knows the passage. It goes to a building across the street. It'll be safe there. I'm gonna try and funnel people who aren't gonna be active combatants that way.
Okay.
If you'll take Kid, I'm sorry, I don't know your name. Could you just take him, keep him safe? And I'll, once we get this cleared, I'll send somebody to come get you.
I am doing so begrudgingly, and I will be back to fight.
Oh, but by the time you get back, we're gonna have it all taken care of.
I know!
I'll save one for you.
We'll go quickly. We'll
Please.
go quickly.
And Vi will help get the kid up and start leading towards the passage.
The Portillion out of the Baron's office is behind what looks like a bookshelf. And you know there's a book to pull. Slides to the side. Little rocky tunnel that goes down. You guys are able to leave. Be safe.
Let's go greet your uninvited guests, Baron.
Let's. He gives you a grin and disappears from view.
Okay. I'm just going to chalk that up to celerity and hope that the Baron doesn't have conceal or vanish.
Raheem, you kick the canister back towards the door and it does explode off. Make me another wits and awareness roll.
Of course, I'd love to do that. Let me just double check what my skills are again. That one just fell right on the floor. 3 successes. Wait, no, sorry. I forgot. I did have a nightmare. I got to take one away from that, I believe.
Yep, mental and social.
1 success.
Right As you turn towards the window, you hear the tinkling of glass as it shot out. And for the briefest of second, you see the bullet before you find yourself on the other side of the room, with the Baron having his hand on the back of your neck.
You want to let go now?
Yeah, sorry. I don't think you want to get your head blown off. Anyone who wants to, you know where the exit is. Anyone wants to stay? Say we take care of some people.
Maximus steps out of the office and just looks around. He's being cautious. He's a trained combatant.
You do see people start to people start to filter out. Some of them are staying. There's a couple people, looks to be either humans or non-Bruja, that are leaving. All right. Let's see what we got going on. And I will leave it up to you guys who goes first.
Did anybody did anybody follow up the grenade through the front door?
Not yet. You see that the window got blown out. And roll me a wits and awareness.
Nothing could possibly go wrong. I'm in Fort Hunger. That's totally fine. Three successes.
You can see what looks to be a black van with the door open to the side, and a person in like black fatigues getting out.
Where at?
Right outside the window.
Like the one that got shot out?
Mm-hmm.
Is the whole window shot out, or is it just a bullet hole? Like, what's the situation? I know normally a window will shatter. That's a dumb question, but like...
The window has shattered.
Okay.
It's a dive bar. The window is not very secure. That window's probably been up there for a good 20 plus years.
Okay. I'm gonna do a big dumb and activate Arms Varmin.
Go ahead and roll that rouse check there.
Don't get hungrier.
Oh, thank God. He does. Luis looks at you, Raheem, and goes, "You leaving or staying?"
Give me a second. I look out the window, and I'm going to also do a dumb thing and make a rouse check.
Okay.
I succeeded in that. That's good for me. And I'm gonna need anyone within eyesight of the sky to make a composure versus wits check, because I'm going to cause for one turn lightning to appear and crash down into the ground around.
Wits. Is this something that requires to be unprepared?
Anyone unprepared and within eyesight of the vampire and is eligible to experience the hallucination is distracted, losing 2 dice no matter what.
Wits and what?
Composure and wits. Composure and wits will, if they succeed, they will not lose their next active action. If they fail, they will. But no matter what, negative 2 dice to everyone. Let's see if I actually roll good on this check.
Let's do.
All they have to beat is 1 die. 1 success, so.
You see the figure briefly looks up and looks back at you before he takes aim again.
I got 4 successes on Arms of Varmin to try to grab this guy and throw him into the bar from outside.
Okay. What's the roll for that to resist? Is it composure?
That's a great question. I don't have a copy of my Chicago by Night open right now.
Oh,
I think it's a normal combat dodge.
Yeah, I think so. It acts in their place of combat.
So the plus side, -2 dice.
They do get -2 dice.
Well, yeah, it's a normal dodge. You have him grabbed and pulled into the bar.
All right. So a tentacle just springs up from the shadow underneath. I'm assuming like there's street lamps or whatever. So the shadow cast from the light from outside just springs to life, and tentacle flies out the window and yanks him inside.
He does land and roll briefly. And how is the tentacle grabbing him? Is it around the arms, around
Probably
the
by the
waist, around-
torso. It would have been easier to pull him if the grip was center mass.
Arms are still free?
Yeah.
Max, you're gonna have to make me a Dex and Athletics, because he's gonna take a shot at you.
I believe he still has -2 dice to this too, because it's the same round.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, all hunger.
Oh dear.
Two
No, just their-
successes.
It's just their next action, so he does not get lose 2 dice for this.
2.
As you go to move, bullet clips you right in the chest. You will take 2 superficial.
There's
that
like
was
a
half.
oof. There is like an oof as he takes a bullet, but he doesn't like. There's no shock or anything like that.
And you see now that his face, he reaches up and like pulls the head back, and it is a older gentleman, silver, starting at the temples, gray hair. And goes, huh? Well, this is weird. And he's gonna try and shoot you again.
At me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna contest by attempting to like. I'm gonna try to wrestle him. So with the arms, I think will like go away since I'm not concentrating on it. I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure that's how it works.
Yep.
But I figure he's close enough. I'm just gonna like rush forward and try to tackle him to the ground.
He's not gonna try to dodge. He's gonna try to shoot you. So if you wanna do it, it's strength and brawl. Raheem, what are you doing?
Honestly, I'm just gonna punch him in the face.
Go ahead. He is distracted by Max.
Now I have Rouse strength, so I'm gonna add 2d10 to this roll, and then -1d10.
3 successes.
3 successes. Well, Baron is also going to do something. You do still get shot. You'll take another 2 superficial.
All right. Not
Five
impaired
successes.
yet.
5 successes.
You sock him clearly in the jaw. Cool. And he turns to like shoot you when he freezes. Completely. Gun lifted like he's gonna shoot you. And you just see the Baron like drops his hand. Can you guys get some rope or something to tie him up with, please?
Is it just the one? But asking you, not in character. Sorry.
Oh, looks like it.
So far? Oh, okay.
So far. And you do see he goes over and he like looks out at the van. Don't see anyone else moving. Yeah, I mean, dumb idiots.
Did I manage to tackle him?
You did. And the instant you tackle him, he moves again. Like he's gonna try and...
Okay. So my intention is to immobilize him with a grappling maneuver.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
And he is distracted because Raheem did punch him in the face and do some damage.
I'm gonna roll for prowess.
Oh no.
Come on now. I also succeeded. It was a 9.
We are playing with fire with these rose checks, sir.
Sure am. Four successes.
He got 4 successes to resist you, but because you are the attacking kindred, you have him.
Maximus just kind of looks over at the Baron as basically like I've pulled like this guy's trigger arm like away from the gun and behind him and like yanked it up to where his wrist is almost like behind his head at this point. And I'm holding my other hand around his throat behind him. Look over at the Baron. You've got about 5 seconds to tell me what use this guy is to you before he is toast.
I have no use for him.
That's just mean.
Okay. Would you like for me to make a contested roll to try to bite him?
You have him very grappled. He cannot escape your grasp.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna lean in close, and I'll activate Awe as well.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm already drinking.
Oh.
It doesn't stop him from answering the question. It's not like I'm going to kill him right away. It'll take some time.
Combination.
He's
of
just
the
going to be
kiss
in the
and
grass
awe.
with yeah.
I will definitely say he is not prepared for that awe. He looks at you. Because I'm here to kill blank bodies.
What's your name?
Matthew.
Oh, I need to roll Hunger Frenzy.
You do. You do. This is going to determine how much Raheem gets out of him.
Yep.
I'll wait until that roll then.
You can still ask questions.
Who sent you?
Ezekiel.
Where's Ezekiel?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I got 6 successes with the crit on that willpower roll.
Good. Good. Excellent. Good.
I'm going to take 1 for now,
You'll
but
take
I'm
1 for
also
now.
going to rouse to heal.
Oh no.
And I failed, so I'm right back up to Hunger 4.
Rewriting that note.
But I heal.
You heal.
I heal.
Matthew, do you want to die tonight?
Doesn't matter if I live or die.
I'm asking if it matters to you.
It doesn't.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I passed the willpower check again, so I only take 1 more.
Vi, you get a text on your phone.
I will check it.
It's from Luis going, danger's over, you can come back.
Vi looks up from her phone.
Followed by the slightest of hee.
Oh, Vi looks pissed when she looks up from her phone. And we go back. I am gonna kill him if he does not save me one.
How's he doing after 2? hunger
He's
worth of blood.
weak. You're having to maybe hold him up a bit more than you normally would.
Okay. Is Raheem still trying to interrogate him?
I'll have one more question.
I stopped feeding for a second.
What was the plan, Matthew? You're just gonna come in here and shoot us up?
Yeah, kind of.
By yourself?
You see his hand goes into his pocket.
Let me take that for you. And I reach into his pocket and grab whatever he's looking for myself.
You pull out a grenade, sans the pin.
I toss it out the door.
You're able to toss it out the door. You do see like Luis like was by the door, like steps back real quick and just looks at you like, seriously, did you just throw something at me?
I'm gonna yank now and like dislocate his shoulder.
There is a very pained sound, but you get the sense that he is trained to ignore it.
That's unfortunate for him. It's just the blood has stopped from the forehead, but it is now covering the mouth and the chin for Maximus. Just look at Raheem. Are you done?
I look at Matthew. Am I done?
Well, I mean, if you don't have any more questions to ask.
I cannot save someone who will not save himself. So I stand up from like the crouch I've been sitting on and look away.
Maximus is gonna like briefly let the grapple, like he's already obviously weak and has one less arm to use, and like throws him up against the wall next to the window. Then takes his hand and just like shoves his head into the wall and is gonna like bite from the back and train him if there is no resistance.
Because he's already been injured, he tries, but he's not very good at resisting you, particularly in the way that you have him currently. You're able to. You see the Baron goes, don't mess up my wall, please. Already have to replace a window.
Oh yeah, because that's what's in danger here, the wallpaper.
I'm gonna rouse again this after I go to 0 to see if I can heal another two superficial.
Okay.
Back up to 1.
And Rhea and Vi, you're able to get into the main part of the building. Most people have already started leaving. You see a couple going out a secondary entrance to go get on their bikes, like bikes are revving to go drive away.
Is there a second boom? Did the other grenade go off?
It rolled a little bit, but it didn't go off.
Okay. Vi, go ahead and find out what's happening in the bar. I'll keep him in the office. I got this.
All right, and she's gonna run into the main bar.
Great. So the minute that Vi leaves, I'm going to take a small vial out of my purse, make a tiny little cut on this individual's wrist with my pinky nail, and just take just a couple little samples.
Did you ever untie the poor little La Sombra fledgling?
No, if I get resistance, I'm going to go ahead and let's see, which one is it? Use mesmerize.
You get a little bit of a resistance, but he's not able to like get his hands free.
Okay.
It's just like, how? What are you doing?
What was your name?
I didn't tell you my name.
Okay, my name's Rhea.
Oh.
I'm a nurse.
Okay.
And your name was?
Why are you poking me?
Well, I'm a nurse. It's my job.
But oh, okay. Oh, can I be unchained? I really don't like this.
It's just for a little bit longer.
You just see like the wiggle, like an attempt to get out, realizes that he's not going anywhere, and just kind of sighs. My name's Stefan.
Stefan. We'll do our best to take care of you, Stefan. And I put the little vial in my purse.
Hey, can you guys just call my mom?
How old does Stefan appear?
18, 19?
Oh, great. Yeah, we'll get that information from you in a minute.
Okay.
And I lean in real close and like I kind of put my hand on his hand. Do you remember how you got here?
It was weird. We were moving really fast. I think it was a bike.
Do you think you got here on a bike? Were you on the back of a bike?
I mean, it was very hard to tell. I had my eyes covered.
Someone covered your eyes.
Yes.
Do you remember right before that, before being on the bike?
Mhm.
Do you remember what happened?
I woke up in a pit. There was a very pretty man there. Like weirdly pretty, like creepy pretty. Like blonde hair. There's a couple others. Like I don't really remember seeing their faces very well.
Did he speak to you?
I didn't understand what he was saying.
Like it was too quiet to understand, or he was speaking a different language you couldn't understand?
He was speaking a different language. I don't know what it was. Russian, maybe.
All right, take a deep breath. What
Okay.
happened before you fell asleep? How did you get into the pit?
I was walking home. I don't know what happened.
Okay, that's a lot for now.
Can you untie me now? Because I really don't want to. It's really uncomfortable.
Yeah, now I'm going to use mesmerize. That's rouse check. And that is a success. And let's see. Wait, that was dominate plus
Manipulation.
2, 1, 2, 3, and 1. 2 successes. Sleep.
You see, he just kind of like his head drops against his chest and he sinks to the ground.
I kind of make sure he's comfortable, adjust him a little bit, and then get up and go into the main part of the bar.
Maximus is going to have like how big is this guy? We're talking like, is he built like a soldier? Is he scrawny? Is he hefty?
Built like a soldier. You think he's probably ex-military of some sort.
Okay. With all of my 5 strength, I'm going to toss him, assuming that the van was parked relatively close to the window. Like throw him out the window into the open van door. And well, the lifeless body.
Go ahead and make me a strength and brawl roll. See how successful you are.
Okay.
You do see like the Barons like eyeing you like, seriously, why are you throwing people around in
Vi comes up just in time to see a lifeless body thrown.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Vi, you decided to join us?
You said you'd save me one.
There was only one.
6 successes with a critical.
Oh yeah, no, you're able to get him in the van.
Your discretion is to disposal, Baron. He invaded your territory.
Make a phone call.
Free vehicle to dispose of him with.
It's a nice vehicle. I think I could find use for the vehicle.
There was only one.
There was only one. And as he does walk by, he does like pat you on the shoulder, Raheem, just like to see if you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I walk towards the vehicle myself. I want to like explore every inch before this thing is taken off.
You can do so. Wits and investigate.
As Raheem does that, Maximus almost has that moment of clarity where he's like, oh yeah, that would probably be the smart idea. And he's like, oh yeah, don't forget IPS, Raheem.
If
Yeah.
I come through at that moment and I see Raheem going through the van, I mean, sweet van. I'm for sure going to check that out. Lift up the hood, all the things. Sweet ride.
You can make a wits and investigate as well.
I'm gonna blood surge that.
Oh no.
Blood surge wits.
Okay.
I'm in a
Vi
place where I
is
need
just gonna
success.
start picking up the bar.
You get like as he's on the phone, like a nod, like, okay, thank you. What was your successes, Raheem?
3,
two.
thank God, because otherwise it would have been 1.
So 3 and 2. Yeah, between you and Rhea, you're able to clean the vehicle. You see it's an assortment of weapons, guns. A lot of the other items seem to be homemade, like he didn't buy them, he made them. You get, looks like there's a map with just like the location where the bar is circled. And like a note written next to it that just says this next.
I'm gonna check his pockets. Does he have a notebook of any kind?
High or low?
Oh, great. Low.
Maximus is like taking some of the bar napkins and cleaning his face off.
Good choice, he does.
Good. Is the handwriting in this matching the handwriting on the map?
No.
So Ezekiel knows. Great. Baron, you got a bigger problem on your hands.
Oh, please don't tell me there's gonna be more of them.
There's a hunter in town. His name is Ezekiel, and he knows where you live.
That's why Ash was asking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, I'm sure the police are going to be here any minute with, you know, an explosion happening.
No, they won't. It's fine.
Am I the only one concerned that he was alone?
No.
He was a test.
I mean, if the note says this next, that implies there was a
previous
series of
location.
planned events. Yeah.
He was probably a vanguard of some kind, you know? You send one person, check it out, shoot as many as you can, test defenses, and try and flush us out.
If they knew anything about this place, they would know better than to only send one, though. They might not know what it is, just that it is a place.
Yeah, but they do now. Once he doesn't
Not
call
necess-
back.
I mean, he can't exactly inform them.
By the way, how much money does this guy have on him?
Check through his pockets. You find maybe $80.
Great, I take that.
You have $80.
I mean, if this guy doesn't come back or report in, his absence is going to be really all the information they need. Is there a phone, a walkie-talkie, a communication device looking thing of any kind?
Raheem would have found the phone in his pocket. It looks by all cases to be a burner phone.
Can I see that? Raheem, can I borrow that for a second?
Of course you can.
I look at it. Are there any messages, even a single number, anything saved on it?
There isn't any phone numbers saved, but there is like a string of texts.
Hmm.
And it's all in, as you're reading it, it doesn't make much sense. You get a sense it's all in code.
Vi is gonna check if the car has GPS.
It does not.
I turn to the Baron. This is your place. Do you want to respond? And I hand him the phone.
He like looks at it, turns it around. You know, I'm thinking about remodeling this place anyhow. If I see them again, I'll take care of it. But I highly doubt they're gonna come back here because we're not gonna be here. Hey, Vi,
What's up?
your big sis had been asking about a hunter a while back. There was a
Probably.
guy here that like 2 months ago that we ran out.
All right.
I think it might be the same guy.
I'll let her know.
Okay.
And she is glaring at him.
I sign to Vi. Sorry, big sibling.
She just nods at him.
That grunt is out loud.
Max, you get a text on your phone.
Okay. Before I check it, I will, in our thieves can't pretty much, just make a suggestion to Raheem that we might want to commandeer the weapons and tools.
I sign back, have at it.
Okay, what's the text say?
The text is from your contact that you had reached out to.
Only took him a night? I'm impressed.
You get, because let me see if I do recall what you asked of them. Where's that note? You were asking about the hunter, Ezekiel.
Mm-hmm.
It says, poked about for your boy. Don't know where he's holed up currently. I know where his ex is.
I text back. That's great information. You know where to get it to me. Stay on the job. You're not done until I have what I asked for.
All that gets text back is 10-4.
And there's like a debt drop location that he's supposed to leave me stuff we don't discuss, or we don't give away private information via text.
Who has the map in the note?
I probably have the map.
Can I see that?
Of course, I'll trade you for the phone. I'm assuming Baron's not using it. Yeah.
Is your van here, Rhea?
My van? I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys arrived in it.
Can I have the keys? I'm just gonna go put stuff in it. I'm not gonna. I don't drive.
Don't worry. It's just
okay.
his extra stuff.
Just open the back hatch, okay?
Okay. It's not an electric lock or anything, right?
No.
Okay, good. Maximus is just gonna like
Not at
take
all.
an armload of guns at a time and put them in the back of Rhea's van.
While he does that, I want to sit in the back of the other van and hold on to the map and use premonition to see if I can figure out maybe what the next hit might be.
Go ahead and roll it.
Would you mind if I rolled some sort of check to see if I can figure out what the heck this code is?
Sure. Intelligence or wits?
Mm-hmm.
While everyone is outside, Vi is just gonna smack Lewis at the back of the head.
And either academics or technology. Hey, what is that for?
You know damn well what that was for.
Why are you hitting me? I'm cleaning up.
Now we're both pissed at you, just so you know.
Oh, he can come and hand it to myself. By the way, somebody's going to be here for the body.
This count
Yeah,
as
I
research?
don't care. Now I'm mad at you.
Does this count as research?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got 3 successes. Okay. Rhea, as you hold the thing, you let the wave of premonition swoop over you. You get the first feeling you get is intense cold, followed what sounds like metal doors shutting,
Mhm,
and the smell of antiseptic.
mhm.
And as the cold washes over your body, you get a sense that it's both natural and unnatural at the same time. Before you are brought back to your senses.
Do I feel like that's the origin of this or where it's going?
Where it's going.
Who's closest to me of our coterie?
Probably me. I didn't leave.
I lean in. I think, I'm not sure. There was coldness and aseptic metal doors. It felt to me like the morgue, maybe?
Not another damn hospital.
What did you make on your code breaking?
5 with the Masquerade.
Okay. You are able to make a little bit of sense of the notes. You get a sense that there's probably a cipher somewhere, but you guys didn't find it in the vehicle. And you get this, what you're able to parse is funeral home. Not owned but ran. Got to be careful. And then Juarez.
Right. Hold on to that thought, Rhea. I call out to Max. You know how I gave you our boyfriend's phone number?
Yeah, he's coming back at this point to grab ammunition boxes. Yeah, what about him?
One of us is gonna have to text him to tell him his funeral home is under threat. If it's not already.
Elaborate.
That's what this code is referring to. It's basically a list of, attempted locations, one of which is, I'm assuming, the same funeral home I dropped off that body at not too long ago. The one owned by his school. Ran by a school, I should say.
And you want me to warn an enemy?
The way I view it right now, we are caught, quite pinned, so to speak, between the Sabbat and this Inquisition fella. If one of them ends up killing the other, honestly, I'm not going to be upset about it. And to be frank, right now it's a ghoul versus Ezekiel. I'd rather have Remy versus Ezekiel. At least one of them will end up killing each other. Ghoul dead is not going to matter too much in the long scheme of things.
Unless, no. There's a lot of variables there, to be honest with you. What
Look, I
Remy
gave
can know
you
about all this.
I gave you his number. I'm going to trust you to decide what to do with the information. All I know is that man gives me the creeps. He gives me those eyes. You know what I mean?
They're not bedroom eyes either, I promise you.
Vi is gonna walk up at this point and go, "I'm sorry, what did I miss?"
I'm being flirted with. Rhea, do you have any idea what more?
I go back to the moment, to the vision, and I want to try and get a sense if I see anything. I know I felt something. I know I smelled something.
You smelled
wanna-
antiseptic,
And it's
but
something.
as you're revisiting it, trying to mull it all over, you hear a slight strain of music and a woman singing. Sounds, it's a recording. You can tell it's probably on record. And it's in French.
I say that all out loud. There's a woman singing, maybe a recording. It sounds like it's in French. Does it sound sad?
A little.
It's maybe melancholy. Do I get a sense of how far ahead it is?
You do not.
It could be now. It could be a week from now. I'm not sure. But I mean, it could be the funeral home. The antiseptic, it's strong.
Well, whatever we're about to do, we should probably get out of here in case more come.
Certainly do not mind.
I mean, I wouldn't mind staying, but I figure the rest of you probably don't want to get into a fight today.
Hey, if you want to get yourself killed, by all means.
Why
I can
would
get you
I be
flash
the
and
one?
sound if you'd like.
Why would I be the one dying? Have you seen me fight?
No.
Oh, no, I just don't trust it.
I signal to the rest of the group. I sign to the rest of the group, and the fledgling in the back.
Mason, you've been quiet. Is Mason back with us?
Mason's not with
Mason is
you.
not with us.
No, of course not.
You hear Louise come like walking out of it, like putting his phone back in his pocket. Hey Max, could
That's
you
my
ask
name.
could you ask Ash to stop by? I'll see if she'll take care of our little friend in the back room.
She's just gonna ask me to do it.
Tell her I'll owe her a personal favor if she shows up.
Okay. Maximus is gonna walk around the corner to where Rhea's van is, out of earshot of everybody, and call Ash.
It rings and you hear, it picks up. You can hear music in the background. Hello?
Evening, ma'am.
Oh, thank heavens it's you.
Who are you expecting to call you?
But you know, it's been a cavalcade of people who I don't want to talk to, and I'm really glad it's actually you.
Well, Color me Rosie. Unfortunately, this is, as per usual, a business and not pleasure call.
You really need to start changing that.
One of these nights. One of these nights.
So what is the business? And if you tell me it has anything to do with the Sabbat, I am going to scream into one of Tati's fancy pillows.
It is adjacent to that.
All right, what is it?
The Baron of Irving asked that I ask a favor of you and that he would owe you in return.
What's the favor?
Well, you know about our wayward sons and daughters.
Yes, your cousin.
Yep, that one.
Uh-huh.
He wants you to, what was the words that he said? Take care of him for now.
What? Me? Wait, did he specifically say me?
Yep.
Where is Luis?
Well, before you asked for me to put him on the phone, Maximus like looks around again to make sure nobody else is in earshot. Nobody's creeping.
You can make a wits and awareness to make sure.
Okay.
Is anybody listening in?
Can I try to? I'd love to.
Sure, wits and awareness.
Yeah, I would like, so
I mean, I
I
feel
would-
like aspects here would be great. Like maybe
I would
could
kind of
just-
like saunter up to the corner of the building and just kind of like, as you could see that I'm on the phone. Like I'm not hiding that I'm on the phone with somebody, but I would like look back around the corner at everybody to see if they were paying attention to me.
I'm gonna spend the willpower. 5
got
successes with a normal crit.
Yeah, I'm
Hey.
gonna do it.
Yes, do it. If anybody is activating heightened senses, let me know.
I wish. If you give me small
3.
specs.
3. Max, what did you get?
I got a 3.
You get the sense that Rhea might be listening in. You do not know that Raheem is listening in.
Okay, well, with the idea that even one of them is listening in, I'm gonna like just, I'm gonna take a walk. To be fair, I'm gonna make the block.
Fine.
I would like to ask a counter favor of you, not as the sheriff of
Mhm.
Dallas in any sort of official capacity whatsoever, but as Ash, the Tremere, my friend.
Oh, friend, okay. How
Well,
about
oh,
this?
okay, listen here,
I'll
Ash.
do a favor.
We haven't gone on a date officially just yet.
We haven't, but I'll do it if you agree that we can also go dancing.
Again, this with the two left feet, but if you're okay with it,
I'm
that's fine.
fine with it.
Okay, look, sure. Yes, but the favor is not to help the Baron out.
Okay, do you want me to keep him? What do you want me to do with the kid?
Ash, do you think that anybody deserves to be shoved into this life that we live without any sort of preparation whatsoever?
No, but I also think that, well, sometimes we don't have a choice. You should know that very well.
And right, and it's because I know it and because I've been through it. Look, Ash, this kid can't be older than 20.
Oh.
I need you to hold on for him until I come to get him.
Very well. Also know that I'm going to call Luis and see what his favor is. I do love odds.
He just wants you to take care of the kid, like Tati is taking care of the other one, I think.
You know, that really doesn't sound like Luis. Normally he asks me something, oh, I have a feeling I know who he wants me to take him to.
Do not take, no.
No, it's not Eloise. I won't take him to Eloise. That's a death sentence, and you and I both know it.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, is he anywhere nearby?
Yeah, I'm like a couple 100 feet away from his bar right now, heading back.
Ask him if it's anything to do with the library.
I would get back at this point. So if there's anything that everybody else was doing that needs to be resolved.
I will say, Raheem, you were able to pick up a little bit more of the conversation as he walked off since you got that crit.
Sure.
It was distant, but you were able to make out snatches of it here and there.
So my big concern right now is one of our Coterie mates is out there looking into something, but considering Ezekiel's pulling no punches. What are we gonna do with the kid?
And you do see Luis like has been chatting with Vi and kind of just has like a little smirk on his face. Well, y'all have about like 10 minutes before my cleanup crew arrives. So if you guys wanted to not be here.
All I want is a shawarma. Yeah.
I already
back
asked
up.
him a couple of questions. I mean, I think it's pretty much as we suspect already.
No, you're right. It's definitely. Describe what his attacker looked like.
I don't say it, I sign it. Blonde,
Yeah.
accent, etc.
Hospital crew. I sign back. Great. That's bad news. You done with your little call? Shall we head off?
Hey, Luis, Sheriff wants to know if this has anything to do with the library for the kid.
Yes.
You heard him, Ash.
You just hear her. What languages does Max speak?
Probably Latin. No, definitely Latin. Maybe very like beginner level. Please correct me if this is incorrect. Arabic. I wanted to say Sanskrit, but that's a written language, right?
Those are two very different languages. Arabic is a written and spoken language. Sanskrit is a written language that's often used in Indo languages like Hindi or Gujarati.
Okay, but Arabic is more of the Middle Eastern, like where. Okay, yep, and beginner level Arabic.
She says something in a language you don't speak and just says, unfortunately, I might have to go with what he's asking me. He'll be safe with her. But I can take you there.
Okay. If we know anybody that can pull things out of their brain that they can't even remember, that might be useful.
I'm gonna owe so many favors. Okay, yes, no.
But you're the sheriff of the city.
Okay, look here. She will speak to you in Latin. I'm taking him to see, and Raheem, since you did get that crit, and we're still on the same phone call, you can understand it. Like you can hear what they're saying. But if you don't speak Latin, you just know that they've switched.
I think I speak enough Latin. If it's gonna get into like, wait, actually, you know what? I'm gonna ask, which dialect are they using? They using Church Latin or are they using Classic Latin?
It would be whatever like somebody who was formally trained as part of the clergy would learn.
So it sounds very weird, but I can understand a rough amount of it.
The person I'm taking him to is the head of the local Carmelita Nelson Library. She does not accept favors very often.
Okay.
Understand that this is gonna be a headache. It's gonna be a headache, but I will do it. Yes, tell him I will be there in 20 minutes. I just have to
No,
escape Tati's house.
I'll. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
But don't worry, the kid will be safe. Kid will be safe. She's sort of one of you.
I'm more worried about others being safe from him. So.
Oh, yeah. No, he'll be fine.
Okay.
He's not gonna hurt anybody.
I'll make sure that he's ready for you, Ash.
Thank you. Remember, we're going dancing, and she hangs up.
I try to say something before the call ends, and it's like, oh, okay. She said she'll do it, Luis, but you owe her.
Oh no, I know this one's gonna be a big one. Oh, go get the kid. I'll keep him safe. But you all got 5 minutes and counting, unless you want to have a conversation with some people that I don't want to have to make another deal with.
Vine's already on her bike.
Just give me like 2 seconds. I look over to Rhea. Would you like to come supervise to make sure that I behave myself? As I meant, like, hold my hand out to the office.
Really? Yeah. Thanks. And I walk in the direction he indicated.
I'm just going back into the office with the kid that's in there.
Max, did you ever make up your mind if you were going to send a text that Raheem asked you to send?
I have not yet.
You find the kid like propped up against the wall, like their head down a little bit.
I asked him to take a nap.
Oh, well, that makes this a lot easier. I thought I was going to have to explain things to him.
No, I figured it'd probably be easier this way. It's easier to digest in small pieces sometimes.
Right. And Maximus is going to pull from his belt a clearly fashioned and well lacquered steak and shove it right in the front of his chest.
He is not awake, so you are able to do so.
Wouldn't want him waking up in the meantime.
Right. Well, if you take one side, then the other, and I go to a first aid carry, where you go around.
We can leave him here. Luis and his people will take care of it. The sheriff's going to be here to pick him up soon.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was really just going to come tell him that he was going somewhere where he'd be safe and that people would explain things to him. And that what I was going to do was going to hurt.
No, I mean, he didn't feel that, right?
Oh, he probably still felt it. It probably woke him up for a second, but
Great.
Yeah. He'll be fine. I promise that hurt less than an improvised pool cue.
Yeah. So Ash.
Yeah.
Ash is nice.
I don't know what you're talking about. She's a great sheriff. Yes.
Yeah. You seem to have a rapport. I was just wondering,
Her voice is very soothing.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I would say that.
She's also responsible and hardworking, knowledgeable, friendly, empathetic.
Yeah, those are all admirable traits.
That's why she makes such a great sheriff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she does.
We should leave.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
While you two are in the back, Raheem and Vi, what are you guys up to?
Raheem, come here. And she's gonna tap the back of her bike. Did you have a question for me, or were you just commenting about my sibling? You muted.
You're muted.
Thank you. Yeah, I get on the back of the bike and I just say, I'm just wondering if you want to talk about it. If you don't, I understand, but if I can help.
I don't mind saying the briefest, which is my big sister's in town. We're looking for something.
What you looking for? Need help?
We've got it, but we're looking for people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'll let you know if I need anything though, but
Sure. I think I'm not gonna wait for the other two if you don't mind me joining in for this little drive.
not at all. Where are we heading?
I do not know. I'm trying to wonder what to do with the rest of my night. Although if we could find out, try and track down that morgue. Or maybe go to the funeral home. Got any advice?
I don't even really know what we're looking for, to be fair.
Yeah, that's my problem.
We could head back to the church, regroup there, figure out whatever the hell Mason has been doing.
Let's check out the funeral home. I'll give you directions.
All right. And Joe toss him a helmet.
Thank you.
Optics. We could get pulled over if you're not wearing one.
Also, it really does hurt to get hit on the head by pavement.
That's fair. We'd live though. It's not as bad.
Yeah, I think you start with a left here, and I just start directing.
All right. And she would take off.
Maximus is going to ask the Baron if he has like an extra burner phone. He's not calling or landline, any other phone other than his own. He's not calling Remy from his own phone.
Yeah, we actually do have a landline. Don't tell anybody because it's very uncool.
Okay, I realize that we're running out of time. Rhea, do you want to get
Yeah.
your van and pull around? I've just got to make like a 2-minute phone call.
Yeah.
He's-
Yeah, I'll bring it around.
That's this phone that has the rotary dial on it on top of the bar top.
Good God, man. How old are you?
I have a lot of time on my hands, okay?
Next, you're going to tell me that you're an antique collector.
You know, I do appreciate a good antique. You know, don't knock it. Don't knock it. You know, some of
You
those
started
plates are very
styling
nice.
the phone number.
It rings once, twice, a third time. And you think it's about to go to voicemail before it picks up. Hey, hi, who is this? And it's not Remy's voice. It's a young woman's voice.
This is Father Maximus. Can you please put me through to Remy?
Well, I can't, because he's not here. But I'm glad you called because he's the one who I was trying to get a hold of you. I don't know your number.
That's intentional, ma'am.
Well, my name is Marta. He's not. I'm sort of at your church with a friend of mine. He told us to come here.
I hang up the phone
Well, no.
rather forcibly. Not enough to break it. Prowess is still active, so I need to clarify I don't break the phone. Well, there's a satisfying bang.
You get a side eye.
Well, Baron, I would love to say it was a pleasure, but I will say thank you for the meal. So out of the frying pot and into the skillet, apparently I have a visitor at my church.
I'm wishing you the best of luck. That's why I stay away from Dallas.
Luck has nothing to do with it, sir.
No, you need luck. You need luck. You all need luck.
I'm gonna just give him like the
And-
2-finger salute and jump in the van.
Drive off. And I think
To-
that's the
To the church for you.
To the church. 2 wheels.
And
There are
that's
explosives back here.
That's why we're on 2, not 1.
Mason, you did not go on the trip to Irving. You instead went off on a little mission of your own. Where did you end up?
So Mason went to a couple places. One a little less tense, and the other one probably a little more tense. So first of all, he swung by his contact, a different one than he went to last time. So this time he actually stopped by Daniel Young, who is a guy who runs a little bodega shop in Dallas, but he also, under the counter, actually operates as a fence and moves illicit materials on a regular basis. So the plan there was to stop in and just have Daniel keep an eye out for any strange transactions, in particular weapons or anything that's just seemingly out of place in comparison to what he would normally be moving on a regular basis, since obviously an active hunter might also be looking to get their hands on a few oddball items outside of just potentially weapons. So that was kind of the more casual situation where he was just popping in quick and just having him keep an eye out. I'm guessing since
We'll
he's
actually resolve that one first. 'Cause
okay.
I did get something for that. As you are just asking him about it, tell him keep your eyes like, yeah, there was a guy in here, wanting to get his hands on some stuff I don't normally deal in. I sent him to a guy, didn't think it was anything, seemed like one of those, doomsday prepper guys. Those weirdos.
What was he looking for?
High caliber ammunition, but like the illegal stuff. And I don't deal in firearms.
How many days ago was
That
it?
brings too much. Oof. You just see like he looks at like a little paper calendar that's on his desk. About a week ago.
All right.
Older gentleman, kind of like silvering a bit.
Look, I know it'll cost me.
Is this guy bad news?
I wouldn't worry about that so much. It's nothing that's going to concern you in any way, shape, or form. Don't worry about that. But
Right.
do you happen to have your tapes still? I know you got security cameras up in here, and I know you keep record of everything that's going on in this store.
I'll be honest, Mason. We only use one tape, and it's probably been rewritten over like 1,000,000 times.
You're a dumpster fire. You know that, right?
I am aware that we need to upgrade, but look, the money to upgrade is not here. We are not the fancy 7-Eleven down the street.
All right, fine. Who did you send him to?
Which one did I send him to? I told him to check in with Jackie. If she didn't know anything, I'm assuming she sent him elsewhere. I'll give her a call.
Don't bother. I'll pay Jackie a visit myself.
Okay. Hey, just be gentle with her. You know, she's getting on in years.
It'll be fine, I assure you. Nothing to worry about. And he slides a $5 bill onto the counter. Just down payment. If you see anything else interesting pop up, pop me a text.
Yeah, I
And he
will keep you informed.
slides over another little just strip of paper with his burner phone number on it.
Yeah, Mason, I got you. It's fine.
All right. Well, keep your head down.
Yeah, the cops have already been around here.
Yeah, you need to beef
So-
up security considerably.
Like I said, man, it's those fancy digital ones are expensive.
Stop making excuses. Just fucking save the money. I know I'm not the only person that you're pushing for bullshit. Just save the fucking funds and actually take care of your shit.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you're not
well,
going to be useful to me soon, and I'd hate for you to not be useful to me, Dan. And he's going to turn on his heels and walk to the door.
You're able to leave. Did you bring the dogs with you?
No, the dogs were left back at the church.
Dogs are at the church. You're able to leave, and I will tell you that Dan is sitting there trying to figure out if you've threatened him or not. Where are you going next?
Next, we're going somewhere a little bit hotter at the moment here in Dallas and the surrounding area, I suppose. Mason's going to start walking his way to the outskirts of Parkland.
What are you looking for there?
He's going to start combing the area, and while I doubt Mason is fully up to speed on the intricacies of every domain that has been doled out in Dallas and the surrounding area by both barons and the Primogen Council and the Prince, I assume he would be wise enough to realize that other than probably a couple minor areas throughout the city, most of it probably qualifies as someone's domain and would thus potentially have attention on it. So, under the assumption that the hunter had made an initial hit in Parkland and had used tags to associate where he was going to actually end up making his hit, Mason wants to start kind of combing the outskirts area, assuming that the next logical step would be basically one domain over.
You're able to do that, and as you have previously rolled, that messy crit. And you are under your clan compulsion for clan gangrel.
So
How is
for Mason, that
search?
kind of presents in his behavior even more so than normal, starting to resemble that of an urban coyote. So he starts, rather than being his casual self that he normally is and just shuffling along and allowing himself to essentially look like just a vagrant who's trying to not get picked up by the police and not stay in one area too long. He's probably sticking more to like the alleys and what would essentially, if you see a person doing it, look like a lot more suspicious of behavior. He's also probably relying on his senses a lot more at this point, as opposed to just vision. He's going to be cueing in more to both his hearing and his sense of smell, which are both naturally heightened for him without any kind of vampiric abilities. So I could also see him doing some things where he's, you know, getting down into the muck a little bit, sniffing around, just very unstandard behavior for your average individual.
And as you're doing this, you're picking up, there's a lot of smells, a lot of sounds in the city. You see a couple rats, you know, an alley cat that very quickly runs away from you. You know, a couple cars drive by. One of them like slows down just a little bit before speeding off. And as you're combing through, you don't know whose territory this is. It's a smaller vampire. The territories in Dallas occasionally the lines blur a bit. You maybe on one side of the street belongs to somebody, the other side of the street belongs to somebody else. And as you're like turning the corner, you can see a couple of tags on it. You being well versed in kindred tags know that looks like a Bruja made a mark on the wall. It's a standard Bruja sign. So possibly this area belongs to a Bruja. See a couple of tags that's like trying to differentiate different feeding that's in the area. So like there's a lot of stray animals around here, or hey, maybe don't go over here. There's been problems. And you do see a couple of other people milling about. You're able to easily clock them with your heightened senses, and your current clan compulsion is being kindred. You're not sure of the clan? But you know that most of the areas on the outskirts tend to be thin bloods, caitiffs, the ones that the tower really does not care for.
Okay. The individuals who strike me as kindred specifically, I'm going to go ahead and use Sense the Beast on them, I think, because I want to get at least a generally better read on them. Let me double check that here.
What does Sense the Beast do?
So based on my number of successes in a contested roll, a win would allow me to sense the level of hostility in a target, whether the person's prepared to do harm or even determined to cause it, and determine whether they harbor a supernatural beast, which technically with these ones I already know. On a critical win, the information would also give me the exact type of creature, as well as their hunger or rage level if they happen to be a werewolf. This power can be both active and passive, so it can theoretically act as a warning sign against aggressive intent in the immediate vicinity, but I would be using it more actively here. So it's going to be my resolve and animalism versus composure and subterfuge of the target. I'm going to go ahead and spend a willpower on that. Nice. So 4, 5, 6 successes with a crit.
Neither of them harbor any hostility. They do have beasts, so you get the sense that because their beast is a little stronger than what you would think of a thin blood, maybe caitiff, possibly an errant gangrel. Their hunger's both very low. You get the sense they fed. It looks like where they're setting is they're just relaxed into the evening, talking, watching cars pass by.
And he doesn't recognize either of them, correct?
No.
Okay.
What's in Streetwise? Let's see.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. This is something that he excels at. 4 successes, no crit this time.
The woman you do recognize. She's a older woman, 50s. Walks a little bit with a limp. You know that she is caitiff. She's also well known for in the area of being just one of the people, like the mom of the area, essentially. You know that you're actually on her street.
Okay.
You know that she takes care of those who are wayward. Those who, need a place to crash for the night can come crash with her. She compassionate but stern. The person next to her you don't recognize, considerably younger male. And you can tell how they're interacting is it's probably someone she knows very well because she's kind of sassing them a little bit and they're sassing back. It looks like they're just chilling outside at night.
Well, in his current state, Mason's probably not going to approach them. You said they're sitting like on a bench somewhere, or just kind of like hanging
On
out
a stoop,
on a stoop.
like on there's the building that they're on is looks like an older apartment complex of some sort. You assume maybe a tenement. They're sitting on the steps outside,
Okay.
which you know to be, because you rolled decently, possibly her haven.
All right.
Someplace that most people know to go if you needed a place to crash and you're in the area.
Well, I think the first thing he's going to do then is a close inspection of the outside of the building, probably starting from the back, working his way around the 2 sides, and then eventually finally stepping out into the front and allowing himself to potentially be seen at that point. Just seeing if that IPS mark pops up at all on the building or any of the surrounding buildings, since it would, if it's not her personal haven, it's quite possibly where she may even be housing some of those waywards, so there's even a good possibility that there might be a lot of kindred presence here.
You don't see an IPS.
Okay.
But you do see a flower.
The 2 remain ever intertwined. All right. Well, just going to make note of that for right now. What part of town would I be in at the moment? I know it's obviously something surrounding Parkland, but
You're actually find yourself a little farther from Parkland.
okay.
You wandered a little bit down. I will DM you later what part of the city you're in.
Okay.
Because I have to find it. Let's see if I can find it because I'm over here. But it's on not her building, but a building next to it, which looks to be a boarded up and abandoned gym, maybe. There's a for sale sign on it.
Okay. Noted. And I'll make note of the specific location once we've sorted that out. But those little shits. All right. So
Were you invaded?
no. I'm saying the little shits in the Sabbat, who I'm pretty sure one of the packs is doing the aster flowers at this point.
The flower you see is actually a begonia.
Oh, just a purple flower, not specifically an aster. Okay. Let me make clearer note of that.
Which Raheem was the one who was keeping track of what they were meaning because he found the website. So you could ask him when you see him or text it to him.
He probably won't text right now just due to his mental state
Well,
and the feral impulses that he's undergoing, so he probably doesn't
'cause
even realize
you
he has
can't
a
do
phone.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that right now.
All right. Noted. Noted. All right. I think so is the I'm assuming the Caetif, and this is just me being assuming, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm assuming they're an Anarch. Or an Atarchus.
This part of the area tends to be independent.
Okay. Well, if she happens to notice me at all, Mason will just give a little dip of his head as a sign of respect and continue walking on.
He does catch, like out of the corner of her eye, you see they're in a very animated conversation. You can hear laughing, like they're having just like a good time. And she does catch your eye and like nods back.
And yeah, he'll make his way after he realizes that he's strayed a little bit further from Parkland. He's probably going to start making his way back towards that area. Specifically, I think he's going to go ahead and take the risk just due to the reality of the situation right now. So he's probably actually going to head directly for the previous building that was tagged, and with the goal of trying to nose around a little bit more directly and see if he can pick up any particular scents and just store them in his memory, just on the off chance that he can catch the hunter's scent amongst anything.
Go ahead and roll wits and awareness. I believe you have a specialty for that.
Yes, indeed. So many dice.
Please no more messy crits. Please no more messy crits. Please
It's a
no more
messy crit, and there's nothing I can do about it. Both of my hunger dice are 10s. So 8 successes with a messy crit. I'm going to stick with that just because, like I said, I can't do anything about the messy crit. It was both on hunger dice, so.
It's all fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. You're nosing about, and you do, because you're going back to the hospital, correct? Back to where you saw the IPS on an awning.
Yeah.
Okay. You smell the cigarette smoke. That indicates somebody was out there smoking a cigarette at some point. It lingers a bit. It's not raining tonight. It's actually if you could feel temperature, it's hot and humid. You nose about a bit more. And you almost think for a brief second you don't have anything. And then you catch the briefest scent of stale coffee, mixed with a little bit of cologne.
Hmm.
And the coffee, you haven't drank coffee in a very long time. But it does bring back a memory of a diner that you guys had been in a couple nights before.
Interesting. I'm gonna file that away, and just on the off chance, because it is now days later, obviously,
Mm.
he's still gonna file away the smell of that whatever particular cigarette it was. He obviously wouldn't know the brand offhand, but just that smell, he's gonna go ahead and file away, just on the off chance that the person actually was snooping around. At that point, he'd probably start making his way back in the direction of the church, because obviously, with him being on foot, a lot of this is all the travel is taking him quite some time. So,
And as you're walking, of course, and as you had been in the alley with your messy crit, perhaps it was the smell of the cologne, the coffee, or just being back here. You feel your hunger rise.
all right. That puts me high enough that I'm probably going to go ahead and hunt on the way back, too.
Go ahead and roll it and DM it to me.
Yeah.
Because we are going to go to Vi and Raheem at the heading to the funeral home. Raheem, this building is familiar. You were here a couple nights back, dropping off a decapitated hunter to a very surly French ghoul who gave you a little bit of sass. Like normal, you direct Vi to park exactly where your truck had been. There is a light on inside.
Yeah. Do I still have Blush of Life on? Because if not, I will try to renew it.
Go ahead and roll it, because it would have passed.
Success. I'm good. I'm doing good with the rouse checks today. Nothing else, but I knock on the door.
And you hear the familiar footfall, same thing, the slight muttering of, oh, I swear if it's him, I'm going to lose my mind. And he opens the door. It looks like he's about to tear into somebody, realizes it's you. Oh, hello? You are not bringing me another body, right?
I wouldn't say another dead body, no.
He peeks around to look at Vi. We do not deal with the living here. Undead or no.
Something has got you frustrated. Do you mind telling me what it is?
He does look at you very skeptically. So go ahead and make me a persuasion roll.
I'm going to turn on awe.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want this to fail. Persuasion. Charisma. Persuasion. Oh my god. That's one success. I'm spending another darn willpower. Jeez Louise. Great. Grand total of 2 successes.
Dealt with you before, and you were nice enough the previous time around. He goes, it has to do with our friend.
I see. Well, you should know that someone knows about this place. Someone our friend would probably not like very much, and someone who definitely doesn't like our friend. So, anyone
I should-
strange? Anything strange happened recently?
I cannot get a hold of them.
You can't.
Normally, Isabella picks up. Marta has not been returning my phone calls. Alex, of course, is normally always on their phone, but we've not heard from them either.
You happen to have the number? If I hear word, I'll message you.
Get my. He does. You see, he like goes back inside just a bit, and you get the strong. You've got Blush of Life on.
Mhm.
The scent of antiseptic. The slightest strains of what sounds to be French music playing, something low, soft. He comes back with a card.
I signed to Vi. This might, while we're waiting, this might be the place. Find a back door? Question mark.
Vi's gonna sign back. I don't know who any of those people are, and then go look for a back door.
And you're able to find, it looks like a little back entrance that just has like a small Fiat parked next to it. You don't see any other cars besides your bike. He does hand you the card.
You wouldn't happen to know someone named Matthew, do you?
No,
Ezekiel?
that is the hunter Remy is looking for. If you find him before I do, definitely let me know. I have payback for him,
Which one, Remy or the hunter?
the hunter. And he kind of like, and you see he's dressed business casual, wearing a polo. And he lifts his shirt up and there's a like what looks to be a healed bullet wound through his side.
When did this happen?
I believe it was 6 months ago.
I see. And yet, you just hang out here. Were you attacked here?
No, it was Juarez.
Hmm. Can I offer a suggestion?
Mm,
Find a motel to hide out in until you know where Remy is. Right now, you're not protected.
I know somewhere I can go.
Good.
If you find him, will you please ensure he is okay? He may be an utter asshole, but he is a good person deep down.
I believe you believe that.
I wouldn't have stayed with him for 30 years if I didn't believe it.
Doesn't matter how long, people could still be led astray. Excuse me, I gotta go find where my friend went to.
I believe she went out to the back. I saw her her head bob past the window.
Excuse me, then. I
Vi
away
is
myself.
looking for any sort of tags, markings, bugs, anything that would indicate this place is being watched.
What's an awareness?
Four successes.
You look around the building and you push back a shrub. And you see the letters IPS scrawled on the side of it. And as you're looking at it and you look around, your big sis always told you to be careful. So you drop down and you look underneath the car. And you're well aware of what the undercarriage of a vehicle looks like. You see a tracker attached to the underside of the car.
I'm just gonna take note of it. I'm gonna leave it for now. It's not my car. And I am gonna take a picture of the IPS.
You are able to do so.
And she will make her way back around to find Raheem.
Probably head out.
You might want to let them know that the car has a tracker on it.
I walk back to this person, this poor ghoul, and I hand over like $20. Wherever you go, you're going to take a taxi.
Wow.
Please just trust me.
I do not know you. I do not trust you.
Hmm?
I do not know you. I do not trust you.
But I will come up behind him and say, there's a tracker on your car to show you where it is if you want to see it.
I was hoping to convince him so he wouldn't move it. At least that way we know.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I can just put the tracker on the ground, but they'd still be looking for the car.
Yeah, see, my hope is we could have stolen the car with the tracker and led them on a Merry Goose chase.
You see he walks out of the thing, goes over to the car, pulls something sharp out of his pocket and stabs one of the tires.
I mean, we could still just take the tracker and put it on like another car passing by.
No, they probably have the plate.
It would have been more believable if we could steal the car.
I will Uber to a hotel. If you
The
find
building's
him,
marked too, so honestly, the car probably wouldn't do much.
Well, whatever.
we'll take care of it. I thank you both. If you do see him, definitely let him know I am cross with him for the 100th millionth time.
What do you say we visit the diner next, have I?
You're gonna tell me who once we leave earshot of the person, are you gonna tell me who any of those people were? Because I actually have no idea what we're doing here.
You remember Remy, the Lasombra?
No, I don't know who that is.
Right, you weren't there. I keep on forgetting things. So, old friend of Max's, Lasombra, unlike Max, Sabat through and through, has a pack. One of the two Sabat packs we know of. That is Remy's school. The people he was talking about are Remy's pack members.
And why are we trying to help them?
One, I don't like collateral damage, but two, I was hoping that. Look, I was worried for a second that we'd find a dead ghoul. And more importantly, if we had found a dead ghoul, we'd probably have clues to lead us to wherever Ezekiel is. Basically, it was worthwhile checking out, especially considering we have nothing else to do.
It's fair. It's just I didn't know what this place was. I just wanted to get out of the bar.
That's fair. Not a fan of the Baron?
Most days just piss me off tonight.
What'd he do?
Opens his mouth when he's not supposed to.
I mean, he's a Baron. They tend to do that.
Yeah, but he should know better.
That's the funniest thing I think I've ever heard you say.
Yeah, I'll kick his ass later.
Something tells me that he's more difficult to kick than you would think.
I kick hard.
He's not really your clan. You know that, right? At least I highly doubt it.
I truly don't know what you're talking about.
Look, I've been around for long enough to know what things look like and what things are, which means I know certain capabilities when I see it. It's been a long time since I've heard the name, but he did some magic tricks very close to, I believe they called themselves the True Bruja.
Thank you for that information.
You know, there's some benefits to getting around a little bit. You see a world, you discover new untapped sources of tricks.
Well, anytime I leave town, people I love go missing. So I think I'll stick around.
That's fair enough. Is this one of these people that you're looking for on behalf of your
One
older
of.
sister?
One of.
That explains a lot. Okay, so here's what I'm suggesting. We head to the diner. I didn't attach 3 and 3 until now, but Vincent works at the diner. He had mail on the side of his. It was from an E. I don't know why I didn't put it together before. Our hunter mailed Vincent. Vincent, who works at the diner.
What would a ghoul be doing talking to a hunter?
It's possible that he said it was his sister's mail. Maybe that was it. Maybe just trying to forge connections. I don't know, but
I know Sai, so I can get him to
mail.
talk.
Sorry. Yeah, I feel like this is worthwhile checking out.
Yeah, I know quite a few people. Sai's one of mine, so I can see what I can do.
Want me to come with you?
I mean, unless you want to walk.
You'd be surprised how much I can walk.
Don't always have to. Come on.
Yeah.
And Vi will take off to the diner.
You're able to get to the diner. Like normal, there are no cars, but a very nice truck parked out front.
Do you want to handle this or should I? Which one of us is better at talking? I forget.
I'm punchy.
I thought you big Bruja rebellious types were all about leading the front charge in voice and in fist. You know, philosopher kings with a
I
big
prefer
fight.
fists.
I see. I'll talk then. God, I miss when things were quiet.
If he tries to run, I could stop him. That's about
He's
what I
a
do.
ghoul, and more importantly, he's a kid. You know, I don't think it's.
I didn't say kill him. I said stop him.
And would you hurt him when you stopped him?
Not intentionally.
Uh-huh. That's what I thought. I go through the front door.
I will follow and make sure it shuts behind me.
You see Vincent's leaning up against the counter. He's got a crossword puzzle in front of him, kind of idly chewing on the cap of the pen because he can't figure it out. Oh, hey, it's good to see you again.
Is Cyan by chance?
Oh, no, her and Lake left like an hour and a half ago. They were arguing again.
Even better.
I think...
6 letters for bent beyond belief. That's broken.
Oh, man, no, yeah, that is right. Oh, then I got the down one wrong.
Yeah, look, remember when I borrowed your car?
Yeah, what about it?
You had your ex's mail on the side, on the passenger seat, right?
Yeah, I gave it to him finally. Jerk doesn't answer my phone calls.
There was a letter on there from Ezekiel.
Yeah?
Do you know what it said, or do you know if it was really meant for you?
I know that's his mail.
Do you know who Ezekiel is?
Yeah, my ex-fiance. Why are you looking for him?
Oh, shit. It
Yep.
wasn't.
Nope, he doesn't.
It was
Why would
not.
he?
It was the fucking return address.
Yep.
What?
Why would he know? Vincent, do you know what he does for work?
Not business trips mostly, but he's been unemployed for a while.
Oh, I'm so sorry you got played.
Where does he live?
I don't know.
Where did
Do
you
you
drop
not
off
know?
the fucking mail?
I met him at a gas station.
You were engaged and you don't know where he lives?
We broke up after he went a little. Okay, look. No, I don't know where he lives. He used to live with me. He doesn't anymore.
I'm gonna recommend you don't tell Sai his name ever if you want to survive.
Don't look at me. I agree with her.
I'm
Okay,
covering your ass here because I truly don't think you know.
no, what?
He's a hunter.
You got played.
Well, I know he likes to go hunting like he used to.
No.
Sweetie, not that kind of hunter. The kind that targets people like you and I.
I'm not. I'm not.
You're tainted,
You're
friend.
adjacent.
I'm.
You're close
not.
enough.
Oh no, I'm not a ghoul.
No, but you know about it.
You
Oh, well,
operate
yes.
the front door, hun.
I know.
You're
Look.
complicit.
I don't know how. He never answers my text messages. I've been trying to give him that mail for almost 3 months.
You still have it?
No, I met up with him last night.
Where?
Gas station down the road.
Did he suggest it or did you?
He suggested it.
Which means he picked a spot close to you as a way to divert them from him because he probably knows what the fuck you do. Good grief.
Gas
Right under our
stations
fucking
have
noses.
gas stations have surveillance. We might be able to pick up a license plate.
What kind of car did you drive?
He was just there when I arrived.
Of course he was. Because he would suggest a time. Damn, this guy's good.
Yeah.
I need to lay down.
Yes, you do. And again, I don't recommend telling anyone if you want to live, because they're not going to believe that you didn't know.
Well, I knew something was up.
Vi, can you do me a favor and can you call the others?
Yeah. And she will do a little group call.
I'll start a fresh pot of coffee for this fella.
He does look at you because he's still behind the counter, leaning up against.
I walk behind the counter and just take it over. Go lie down. It's fine.
I knew he was unhappy with you guys.
What do you
Wait,
mean?
you knew he
was
knew
unhappy?
us?
Yeah, I knew that he knew. How do you think I knew?
You're walking in circles, okay? Just to be clear.
Gonna kill me?
No, I wouldn't want to. So talk.
8 months ago, his sister died. He used to be military. He found out about you guys. Particularly this diner. Girls aren't subtle. I got a job here to help him. We were trying to find the person responsible. We never did. And then he went absolutely south and just started blaming everybody. But by the time that happened, I'd already known some of you guys. You guys don't seem like bad people. And I stopped helping him, and that's when we broke up, and he's been gone ever since.
He hasn't been gone. He's been lying in wait. Maybe a trip down to Juarez, but nothing more severe than that. Still cares about you, though. Otherwise, you likely would have killed you.
And you guys really shouldn't stay at this diner, because he knows about the diner.
Vincent, if you tell anybody else this story, you will get killed.
I know. I'm not. I didn't tell him anybody but the people here at the diner.
Does anybody else know that you know him?
No. Well, just the one guy that came in looking for him in the first place.
Who's the guy?
Tall, pale.
Dark and creepy? Dark-haired and creepy.
Dark-haired and charming? Weirdly charming.
Unnaturally charming?
Yeah. Really pretty eyes, though.
Fuck's sake.
He asked me a couple questions and bounced. I haven't seen him since. That was right before you showed up. When you first came in the diner, like
yeah, before I came into town.
Yeah.
We came into town around the same time.
Yeah.
Hell. Okay, well,
I can try and talk to him.
no, you're not gonna do that.
Vincent, you are lucky that I don't think that you want to cause us any harm. Many others will not, and I do not recommend you stay here.
Yeah.
He's safe here, actually.
Is he?
He is. Think of it this way. This is the one place that Ezekiel's likely not going to touch for quite some time. I mean, he knows about the people here, but he doesn't want to fall onto Vincent. Otherwise, he would have taken Vincent out. He cares.
And the other guy?
Remy?
If that's who it is?
That's who it is. Trust me, if Remy wanted to kill Vincent, Vincent would be dead. This does mean, though, however, that we've been put on a puppet master strings for far too fucking long. I hate that guy. Do you want a coffee?
No. That sounds revolting.
Oh, it is. And I pour myself a cup.
Could you hand me my bag under the table?
What is in your bag under the table?
Jack Daniels.
Okay, and she will grab it and make sure that there isn't a gun or something in it first, and then hand it to him.
There's not. There's
okay.
What looks like 2 more crossword puzzles, a book, and a small bottle of Jack Daniels.
Look, you kept your secret this long. You can keep it for a bit longer until we sort out this situation.
Yeah.
Look, take it from someone who knows. Monsters get attached to people too. People like you.
No, they're not bad people, and I think he just assumes you all are.
No, I'm saying Ezekiel is one of those monsters. Look, there's more to the night than people like me. Trust me, there's way more. So, you hear from him again, you tell me.
I'll tell you. I'll
He is not the person you used to know.
I know.
And I'm sorry to be the one to break that to you.
Oh, I've known for a while.
Okay.
And if anyone who works here finds out, you run. Because you may be safe from him, but you will not be safe from them if they find out.
I know.
So for now, just pretend like everything's normal.
Perfectly normal. Perfectly
And
normal.
if you, this time, right in front of I2, I put it like a really gentle hand on his shoulder and look at him. If you need to talk to anyone, anytime, you can find me at the church every night. I'll be there. And you have my number, so
All you.
don't bear a burden alone if you don't need to. And I kind of rub his back affectionately. Okay, we better go back to the church.
Before you leave, he does grab your arm and pulls you a little closer and whispers something in your ear. If your friend tries to erase my memory again, I'm going to slap him in the face.
I smile a little bit and then just nod and walk off. And then I text him, I'm sorry, you knew he did that?
You can hear him chuckle.
Do we want to stop at the gas station and try and get the plates from security footage on the way to the church?
If you want, yeah, that seems like a reasonable idea. I have no idea how to operate all those techno doodads.
I got it. You just got to get the guy to let me look at it.
Fine, I will be my usual, slightly more than charming self. Slightly less, actually.
I can also just knock him out.
I'd rather not leave a trail of unconscious bodies, if possible.
I haven't left any yet.
That's my worry.
It's not a trail if there don't exist yet. And if it's only one, it's not a trail.
See, you say that, but considering a hunter has been using that place to meet up with an ex, even one is more than enough. Unless you're planning on staging a robbery while you're at it.
I mean, it's a city.
Okay, seriously, hunters are paranoid.
Mm.
So anything that seems out of normal will freak them out. And we
You
don't want to
really
smoke
think
them.
that kid is safe there?
I keep on coming down to the fact that Ezekiel knows the people inside that place are vampires, and yet he's doing nothing about it. Attacking the Baron? Sure. Trying to attack Remy, I think. Attacking those people in that diner that he's known about for ages? No. What does that tell you?
I'm not worried about Ezekiel.
I'm not worried about Ezekiel either. But
Vincent was engaged to a hunter and started working at the diner to try and get information.
yes, and so far, despite Ezekiel knowing things, he hasn't bothered to attack Vincent. Which means that Vincent
I'm
stayed
worried
from Ezekiel
about Sai.
Vincent has managed this long without raising up any alarm bells, and more importantly, wouldn't have even raised any more had we not just gone in there and accosted him. So as long as he keeps his mouth shut, he'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it also means that we know, worst comes to worst, if Ezekiel gets angry enough, where his next target's going to be. And when he gets there, he's going to find a friendly face and a reminder that maybe he shouldn't have signed up for this in the first place.
Shit, hold on. I'm gonna run back in and check his phone for a bug.
Why are you taking my cell phone?
Just give me your phone.
Why?
Give me your phone.
Well, if you tell me why.
Just do it, please. I
There's
called
some
from
photos
outside
on.
the door.
There's some photos on there. I
I'm
don't know where
not
to see.
just, and I'm just gonna snatch the phone and check it for a bug, internal and external.
It's brand new. I bought it like 3 days ago.
Yeah, and you also met with your ex yesterday.
He didn't touch my phone.
You don't know that, and
He didn't even touch my truck.
Just
I should
let her.
check your truck too.
Fine, take. Just...
And I am gonna check The phone and then the truck.
There is a tracker on the truck.
Yeah. I will point it out to Raheem.
That I expected.
But the phone is clean.
Mm.
Phone is clean, tracker on the truck. There's probably a mark on the building though.
Well, that's to be expected. Okay, let's head to the gas station. You take care of yourself.
Like taking his phone back. Oh, Will. Thank you. Wanna just can you flip the sign to closed?
Will it change the fact that no one's coming in?
Might deter more people from bursting in.
Will
Want that
it,
one
though?
guy to come back.
I mean, to be fair, anyone who's coming in isn't gonna care. But I'll
Oh
flip the sign.
no, there's this weird guy 2 nights ago, Chatty McChatty. You just see he just like sinks behind the like the counter area.
I will flip the sign shut for him.
And you guys go to the gas station. It's a very tired looking middle-aged woman behind the counter who doesn't even fight when you ask for the tape. She has the look written all over her face if they don't pay me enough to keep the tape from someone who's asking, and just hands it over.
I am gonna check it from the night before and try and get see how he left, when he left, how he arrived, when he arrived.
He was dropped off by a van that you saw earlier in the night and picked up by the same van.
Well, we know where the van is now, but we could try and track it throughout the night, the previous night, figure out where he went.
I mean, I wouldn't even know where to begin, but feel free.
Right. I don't know how many places around here have security cams, and I don't know how many of them would be hooked up to the networks. But I'll try.
Where are you guys gonna go next?
The church.
Church.
Probably. Yeah.
Max and Rhea, you guys got there first. As you step through the door, it's very quiet. Normally, it's very quiet. There's occasional very eerie wind that whips through. You know, something sounds like it bonks on occasion.
It's a
Sounds.
ghost.
Yeah. This place is
Can
incredible.
confirm Oblivion site. It's the ghost.
You know, there's a wisp that occasionally just likes the chandelier up on the top that likes to just bonk into it occasionally.
Mildly comforting, actually.
And are you going back to your office?
I would assume. No, I would not right away. I would come in through the front expecting for this person to be waiting in the pews.
There is no one in the pews.
I'm not going to murder anyone tonight other than that guy. I'm not going to murder anyone tonight other than that guy. Let's go back to the office.
As soon as you push open the door, Bo is happily greeting you, butt end wagging, but he does not have a tail because he's an Australian Shepherd and he doesn't have one. Happily licking like your hand. And you see, leaned up against your desk, a very young woman with short shoulder length dark brown hair, big old brown eyes. And laying on the floor with their head in her lap is a figure. and she's got her hands kind of like gently clasping him. And you smell blood. And she looks up at you. Oh, you're actually scary looking.
I could be a lot more if you don't explain to me why you didn't just wait in the public area instead of coming to my private office.
It wasn't safe out there.
There is no one out there. This is a
see it.
public place, literally.
Yeah, that's why people can just get into it. It's a public place.
Why are you here? Why is there a bleeding person on my floor?
He said you could help.
Who?
He's not my dad, okay? He's not my dad.
The technical term is sire if he turned you into a vampire.
Ew. No, he sent us here because it was dangerous and he said you would be okay.
Who? Marta, right?
Yes, hi.
Who are you?
My name is Marta Rodriguez. I am, oh, do I have to do the entire thing where it's
No,
like
just
clan?
no.
Okay. Remy sent me here. He sent me and Alex, and you do see like she tightens her grip a little bit more. He's hurt, and I don't know where else to go.
The minute she says that he's hurt, I'll go over and pick him up and start examining and see what's up.
They have some bruising on the front and on the back. Looks like they got slammed into a wall. And roll me a intelligence in medicine, since you are a medical professional. And at this time, Mason, you would have arrived.
Mason will probably be coming in from. I think tonight he'll actually come in the front door of the church and make his way back to the office.
You get the sense that whatever hit him hard. Them hard. The bruising, but it's weird. When you are giving them a once over, they have a pulse. And you're very quickly coming to the realization that they're probably a thin blood.
Are they bleeding from anywhere?
A little bit is coming out of their mouth, dripping down. Looks like it's all internal.
I lean in to Alex. It's just for diagnostics. And I wipe the blood off their face and taste it.
Go ahead and roll it, because I know what you're doing.
Maximus is taking the shoulder holster for the sword and like unclasping it and putting it down in the sheath, like on the little shelf that's on the opposite side of the room where he can lay it normally.
Mason, when you come in, are you going to the office?
Yeah, he'd be heading straight back to the office, and rather
The
than
same greeting.
interrupting any of them, he's just gonna bend down and hand treats to Bo and Lola.
Bo is happy, comes to greet you. Lola has crawled into Marta's lap and is sitting there like a very happy puppy, like her little tail is wagging.
Fair enough.
I got 4 successes, but I also get a little hungrier.
And what are you looking for?
Well, I want to double check and see if this individual is in fact a thin blood.
They are a thin blood.
And where the blood comes from.
It is an internal injury around their chest area.
Can I tell what, even if they're a thin blood, what clan affiliation that might be?
Just the thin blood. Their generation is very, very far.
I look over to Maximus and I sign thin blood. Badly injured.
Marta, is Remy your sire?
No, I'm a Toreador. Thank you very much.
Are you part of his pack? This is not a trick question. It's yes or no.
Technically yes, but also technically no.
It's not that complicated.
Well, it really is. I don't know how much you know about creation rights. Alex and I haven't gone through that.
The Sabbat don't.
It's weird.
Enlighten me, because at this point I am trying to figure out why somebody that is basically my mortal enemy sent somebody that was affiliated with him to me with an injured person, knowing that I don't have any way to help. Rhea does. She's a medical professional, but modern medicine really normally doesn't apply to us.
Because he said she could help Alex and that you could keep us safe until he came to get us.
Rhea, we have been together for quite some time at this point. It's been almost a year, right?
About
Something
that.
like that. You're not hiding any sort of Valorin from me, are you? You don't have the ability to heal kindred with your blood?
What's Valorin? And you see, like, she says that and then just realizes that you weren't talking to her and she's petting the puppy again.
Not that I've tried. It's not something that just that just happens.
No, it is most definitely not, especially with your clan and the notoriety that y'all gained from absolutely decimating the Salubri. Not you specifically. No, not nothing against you. But
in my defense, he just said she was a nurse.
Storyteller, remind me, because I've forgotten, do we have an operating lab in the church?
I believe that is on your coterie sheet.
I don't have that.
We
Alex-
do have a lab, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do have a
Okay. Maximus, in his heated emotional state, is forgotten this and then realizes.
Let me take
Yes.
Let me take them. I'll
take them to the lab and see if you can figure out what's going on and if we can do anything for them.
I look at Alex. Can you stand?
Yeah, I can stand. It just hurts.
Okay, just lean on me.
Alex is not necessarily a very tall individual, but lanky. They do like put their arm around you and are able to walk a little bit. And
I turn over. Maximus, stay here, please.
Oh, don't worry. I have plenty of questions for Marta.
Vi and Raheem, this is the time you guys pull up.
Mason, would you care to follow Rhea just so we can make sure that Alex is not planning anything?
Of course. And as he makes his way through the room, just cataloging some things. He actually stops by Marta and
Mhm.
then walks over to where Alex was sitting, kneels down, makes his way downstairs.
Well, like as soon as I enter, would y'all like to hear the bad news or the bad news?
We have
first?
company, it appears.
There,
There may be
They-
bad news, and bad news.
there's no such thing as good news. I lied. There is such thing as good news. I am going dancing with the sheriff eventually.
I knew it. This man is bleeding. I need to take him now.
Go take it. Take them.
And I take Alex and head towards the lab, and I'm as ginger with them as I can possibly be.
They are
Just-
very appreciative of your gentleness.
Should I even ask? There's a question for the room. Feel free to
Oh.
answer.
Oh,
I'm gone.
Maximus is currently in the process of taking his shoes off and changing his socks because they are covered in blood at this point from the stigmata. You probably should, as I am going to. This is Marta. She is a Toreador. She runs with Remy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that. I'm asking why is she here?
Because Remy decided that I am a scapegoat for him and that he could pawn his pack mates off on me.
Is this true?
That it would be safe here.
It's true. This is a safe house, technically.
For the love of hell and heaven on earth. Okay. Well, one, Remy knows a lot more about this hunter than he's been pretending.
Wonderful.
Second, this hunter happens to be an ex-fiance of a close friend of mine.
Even more wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, and third, they know that the diner's run by the Fanged attack.
In our coterie sign, I am going to ask Raheem if I should mention that the funeral home was also tagged and tracked.
Yeah, have at it. I say out loud.
Yeah, they got the funeral home too. They had a tag and tracker on the car.
Did Santa get out?
Yeah. How did this happen?
How did what happen?
Alex.
Oh, so we went for ice cream, like we always do every night because it's nice and it's wonderful and it tastes really nice. We got back and there was this thing there.
Thing?
It was huge.
Descriptive words, please.
Fleshy blob with many arms.
No, that is not a thing. That is
Well,
that
it
is not a
was
thing.
it whatever it was, it hit Alex. Alex hit the wall. I grabbed them. Remy told us to come here and we left.
Marta, just I look at Raheem. Raheem,
Yeah.
tell me I'm crazy. Please, I need to know that my sanity has gone out the window at this point, and this is not what I think it is.
A flesh crafted ghoul?
Worse. Oh, well, to be fair, that would be much more dealable with. You know
Well,
what? I would be happy if it was a Schlata. Happy. 100%. I would be golden retriever with his favorite tennis ball happy at this point.
Then what do you think it is?
How big, Marta, was this big fleshy blob? Would you say person sized or 20 person sized?
How big of people are we talking? Because, that
Your typical human, male or female.
well, it was taller than Izzy, and Izzy's 7 feet tall.
Okay, that still doesn't rule things out.
And it was considerably, it was 2 Izzy's tall, about
How
2
many-
Izzy's tall.
How many arms did it have?
I didn't count.
Okay, so best case scenario, we're dealing with the fact that our friend, the mortician at Parkland, has decided to go about his way and create a monstrously disgusting Schlata from the bodies in the morgue, which would not surprise me whatsoever. Worst case scenario, we're dealing with Vazid, and we're all up the creek without a paddle.
We're dealing with what?
A Vazid, a dragon. The reason that the Zamitsi have their clan namesake, other than the fact that they like to hoard wealth or other things. A hideous amalgamation of stitched together and flesh crafted bodies that is stronger than 20 men.
Forgive me for saying so, but what the hell is happening?
This might be a stupid question, so I apologize. Do Sabat not get along with other Sabat?
No,
Okay, see, I didn't know. All right,
no,
now I know.
typically no. It depends on the path that they are on.
This place is infested with a militant hunter, and now's a good time for a full-on civil war between two Sabat packs.
To be
That's
fair,
pretty much where I was going with that, yes.
yeah. To be fair, I feel like what we've learned from those journals suggests that this is the path that they were trying to take anyway.
Forgive me for saying so, but honestly, between your friend Remy and my friend this freak, I pick your friend.
Any night, I would rather deal with Remy.
Okay.
Everybody make me a wits and awareness roll.
And suddenly a big gigantic flesh crafted ghoul just wanders in.
You and Ann can make it too.
It would absolutely not just wander in here willy-nilly. Hopefully, we would notice. If it were a Vazid, we would notice. There would be a large crash.
I'm gonna blood search wits, and it's a success. Yay!
I got two successes.
Love the fact that I'm no longer gaining hunger. Great.
I love that for you too.
4 successes.
I'm gonna spend another point of willpower because that's only 1 success, and I don't like that.
Who needs willpower anyway?
5 successes with a crit. No one needs willpower. It's candy. You eat candy. Everyone knows that.
Mason, what'd you get? You doing now?
Seven with a crit. Sorry, I also spent willpower too.
7, nice.
Max and Rhea. Rhea, you're a little too focused on your patient. Max, you're too focused on the fact that there is a teeny tiny Sabat Rose sitting on your floor cradling a very happy Jack Russell Terrier.
My brain is going a million miles an hour trying to connect all the dots right now. I cannot focus on anything else.
Vi, you hear sounds of footsteps coming down the hallway. Raheem and Mason with your crits. Raheem, Mason specifically, you smell the blood from how far you are away. Who's facing the door?
I've been scanning the room over and over and over again. I'm on edge.
Around the corner and into the doorway comes a very bloody and battered figure with very dark, long black hair and violet eyes, who collapses in the doorway.
Don't get any ideas. I walk over to him and lift him lift him up, support him with my arm.
What, that you're gonna play nurse for me?
If you continue getting fresh with me, I'm gonna drop you right this instant.
I'm sorry, it's been a very long night, and I was trying to lighten the mood.
Yeah, that's not happening tonight. A civil war? Now's the time for a civil war with you people? Seriously?
Not a civil war. I told him no, and he didn't like my answer.
What did you say no to?
Joining this little crest of chaos, I have no interest in bringing that heat down upon mine. And he does, so he was sending a very clear signal.
So he's a true believer in you're what, a family man?
I'm more of a realist.
The inner workings of the Sabbat are as chaotic as they are cruel. So each pack leader, priest, as they were, is going to have their own motivations, and their pack is going to follow those motivations. So, Remy, hello. I would love to say that it's nice to see you again, but I told you that the next time I did, I would kill you. And here I am, sword not in hand. If you truly are...
Still a thing.
I wasn't done speaking. If you truly are here just because you want you and your pack to survive peacefully in this city, well, I don't believe you. But the immediate problem is the fact that we have a hunter that you know more than what you've told us about, that is tied in to somebody that one of us knows, and a Zemitzi that has decided that they are going to declare holy war on the city of Dallas. So, for the rest of tonight, we are going to all sit down and we are going to make a temporary alliance, and we are going to come up with a plan of action of how to deal with this. And afterwards, and only afterwards, we can deal with all of the other problems that we have going on. Does that sound kosher to everybody?
What
Jewish,
time is
but
it?
yes. It's probably about like 2-3 in the morning.
I'll have you one better. Tonight, everyone sleeps here. Today, this morning, it doesn't matter. At least that way we can keep an eye on each other.
I very well can't go anywhere.
Yeah, I noticed. Don't worry, I'll have my eyes all over you tonight.
If you get fresh with me, I might have to slap you.
So help me God, Remy. I will throw you inside of a confessional and put a heat lamp on you.
I'm pretty sure we can find a casket around here too if you want to go that route.
Yeah, you would like that too much.
No one would
I
like
can find
that.
some nails.
I also just have a fist.
Look, I'm sure Marta told you. Yes, there's a facade in town.
1 second. Max, for the record, I hate that you're right.
Maximus is trying so hard not to just have the most shit-eating grin on his face ever. I also hate that I am right.
Oh, you can gloat, it's fine. I know when I'm wrong.
Vi is just thinking about punching a dragon.
You will... She didn't say anything out loud. I'm not gonna sass.
Helps anything I didn't get. Well, no, it's not gonna help anything. I didn't kill it.
That makes things worse. The least
Ah,
you
well,
can
I
do
wouldn't
is
expect you to be able to do it on your own anyway.
Not after I just lost one of mine.
Who? Is he?
No.
Shit, I'm sorry. I drop him on a pew.
Oh, I haven't been to church in like 200 years. This is weird.
May the light of God shine upon you.
Oh,
And
God,
hopefully
no,
the
you sound like
ghosts
my
don't
sire.
pester you during the day.
Oh, you got ghosts or are they wraiths? Which one is it?
Yes.
The former. No.
We could just
We-
scare him. Why can't we scare him, huh?
Because lying is the worst sin and I won't do it.
Now you have morals. That was a joke.
Alex is fine though, right?
To be determined.
Oh, good. Also, if the sheriff asks why building's on fire, don't answer her.
Did you not just tell me that I refuse? Did you not just hear me say that I refuse to lie?
Which building?
He looks at you and winks. Your favorite building. Your favorite building. Completely, it's not up in flames.
You mean? I don't know. I have several favorite buildings these nights, including 2 in which I was kidnapped in.
Remy, tell me that you did not set an entire hospital on fire.
Do not set a hospital on fire. He knows which one it is. It's where I gently kept him a night.
Oh, did the two of you have a little tryst that I didn't know about?
It was very romantic. I slept on the couch.
Don't insult me. I text Azra. I already text her the address, and I said, "You're gonna find that building on fire." And there's a gigantic flesh creation wandering the streets nowadays. Good luck with that.
My defense. I was hoping to kill it, but I don't think I did.
It's because you two fought it alone? You can't do that alone. You need a whole pack behind you, or a whole coterie, or a whole whatever you want to call them nowadays.
Yeah, there's only 2 of us. And that didn't work out well for either one of us.
There's 4 of you. You could have pulled back and fought back tomorrow.
I could have, but... Oh well, he already knew I lived there anyhow.
You also know... Well, it doesn't matter now. Your ghoul's fine, by the way.
You're welcome.
Who do I owe a favor for that one? Did he
I
sass
point-
you?
Point at Raheem.
I'm gonna start think you like me.
Honestly, I was hoping to find him dead. At least that way I'd have a clue to find Ezekiel. By the way, why didn't you tell us that he was engaged?
To your boy toy?
I swear to God, if you don't shut the fuck up.
Because I didn't want Max to go chop his head off. I sussed him out myself.
Could have told me.
I'm just going to take that and stow it for later because we have other problems. That's like second to last on the totem pole of my problems right now.
I sussed him out. Relax, he's fine. I didn't implant anything in his head. I didn't hurt him. It was months ago.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go talk to Rhea, see how Alex is doing, and more importantly, update her on the fact that there is now a you in here. Hold on. Were you tracked?
Probably not. I
How
was like,
likely is probably?
I look like I got hit by a bus. What do you think? I shouldn't have been. I stuck to the shadows. I'm not stupid enough to get tailed.
I wouldn't put anything past you. And then I go chase after her. I go to the laboratory.
Vi is just standing and watching and observing.
He looks at you, Vi, with a smile on his face.
Don't believe we've met.
Oh, you know somebody I know.
That's real specific.
I'm Remy. Hi.
Right. Do I want to know who you know that I knew?
And he looks over at Max briefly, and then back to you.
Right.
Maybe we'll talk another time.
Max, could you give us a minute?
Sure, I need to go make a phone call anyway. Just know that every word that he says is a lie.
Mm.
Or a half-truth. He might not be outright lying to you.
I'll find out.
I'm gonna go back to the office.
Marta's still cuddling a Jack Russell Terrier because that's all she's got right now.
Your
He's not my dad. Don't
favorite-
call him my dad. Do not repeat. He's my dad.
Why would I say that?
Because the other guy keeps insinuating he's my dad, and I don't like it.
There is a guest room across the hallway.
Can I take the puppy with me?
Not the right person to ask, but I'm sure she would rather go with you than stay in the room with me. You are free to watch whatever you want. The TV has Netflix and Hulu and Pluto and all those other streaming services.
Thank you. She does like get up and like with Lola in tow. And Vi, you're able to talk to him.
All right. Who do you know?
I believe we had a mutual friend at one point in time.
Damn it. Okay. I was afraid that's what you were gonna say. What do you know?
He's dead.
Yeah, no shit.
Do you want to know what happened to the other one?
Yes.
Seneschal has him. But he won't remember you.
I'm gonna deal with that later and pray that you are lying.
Sadly, I'm telling the truth.
How do you know this?
I know Eloise.
Yeah, everyone knows Eloise.
No, I know him from back in the day.
You know who did it?
Which one?
Either or both.
The father has an interesting sword.
Knew it. Fuck. Alright.
The Seneschal deals with his child or how he likes.
Son of a bitch.
And Mason, as you're trying to get close to him, he leans up and hisses at you.
Well, I already succeeded on my rouse, so feral weapons and hand around his throat. While the rest of my Coterie might be willing to play games with you, I know you know my reputation. I know it precedes me.
I do.
Understand that I will not.
I need you to make me a Dex and Athletics.
Absolutely. spend a willpower on it. That is going to be 6 successes with a crit.
You got 14 successes with 2 crits to Fist of Cain punch you in the side.
The second that connects, his fangs are going into Remy's neck, and he is going to start drinking.
It connects. And because Fist of Cain deals aggravated damage, your world goes dark. For a split second. As you find yourself flying backwards and landing against the wall. Will you please rein in your gangrel?
Not my gangrel. But
Someone's gangrel before I put him permanently in the earth.
I have some shit I have to deal with, so you two can work it out. And she's gonna step out of the room and send a text message. And if you're lying, I'll kill you.
No reason to lie.
If you're telling the truth, I might kill you too.
Mason, you see him fade into darkness.
He'll quickly jolt to the front door of the church and post up, blocking any kind of path out.
It's a slithery little shadow that falls around the door and looks like it's heading back towards Max's office. And Raheem, you are going to go talk to Miss Rhea.
Did I hear a loud bang?
You did.
I'm not going to talk to Miss Rhea anymore. I'm so sorry. I'm going to rush
That's all
back
the better
up.
for me.
You do see a shadowy figure sliding around the wall.
I race towards it.
Control your gangrel.
Control yourself.
I was laying there, he tried to eat me.
I tried to eat you after you hit me. You touch me again, you're dead.
You snuck up on me.
Yeah,
Oh.
in my own home. Fancy that. Watch yourself.
Do I need to play daddy and tell you both to put your penises away?
Remy, in Tenebrous Avatar form, slides by you, and it looks like he's heading in towards where Marta is, and goes, "Yes, Daddy."
We have enough problems on our hands. So I'm not going to ask you to apologize to one another. I'm just going to ask you both to behave. I have to go check on someone. Now, next time I hear any noise, I will eat you myself. And I'm the nice one. And I go back to exactly what I was doing before.
You're able to go talk to Miss Rhea.
I have taken Alex downstairs into the lab and locked the door behind me. So should anyone try and come in, they'll be greeted with a locked door. I'll help Alex onto the table.
Mhm.
All right, Alex, I have a couple questions to ask you, and then I'm going to try and treat you,
Okay.
but it's going to hurt.
I find most things now in this life do hurt.
Whose ghoul are you?
I'm not a ghoul.
You're a thin blood, that's right. Who made you?
I don't. That's kind of hard. My sire was a thin blood who died when Juarez went up in flames.
Okay. I go over to a refrigerated unit and I pull out a pint of type O blood.
Mhm.
It's going to be terrible. Drink it.
I actually like eating this way.
Do you want to survive?
Yeah. You get the briefest of like, and now that you see them a little clearer in the light, you can see like the light dusting of freckles across the nose, the scrunch right before they down it.
I have two things I'm going to try. I'm going to try one first, and if the other doesn't work, we'll try something else. But either way, I don't want anybody else to see it.
Okay.
I put him up on the table. I lay him down. Say, okay, I want you to close your eyes.
Okay.
I need you to concentrate on the sound of my voice.
You're not gonna
And
stab me, are you?
I'm not going to stab you.
Okay, good. He
I
said you were the
promise
nice
you.
one.
Thanks, I think.
Okay.
And I'm actually, the first thing I'm going to try
Mhm.
is mesmerize. And I'm going to command him to heal himself. I'm going to try and command the beast that's in him, whatever's little bit there is, to heal himself.
You see very briefly like their body tenses. Nothing happens. The reason being is he has to heal like a mortal.
Now I tried it. The second thing I'm going to try is to do the opposite of the thing that
Mhm.
Al gave me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's going to work because it's literally the opposite, but I'm trying to become the person I want to be. So I don't know how that works.
Go ahead and roll it.
What would that be exactly? First time for everything.
Pull it up.
I have too hunger though.
First time any of us have used this. I'm very curious. Let me see here. Make one rouse check.
Oh boy. I pass.
Composure and aspects at a difficulty of 2. So you need it to have 2 or more successes.
I'm sorry, you said composure and which?
Wait, hold on. Am I reading the right one? Nope, I am not. Hold on. Scrolling down. Intelligence and fortitude.
Okay.
Against a difficulty of 2.
Sorry, gotta make sure I get the right number. Okay. One success. It is on a blood die though. Not that helps.
You see, you attempt it, and you do see the bruising starts to fade a bit. Not a lot, but they do sit up a bit straighter.
Okay. Okay. From here, I think we're going to try a little more conventional methods. And I check for broken ribs and such.
You can see that there's a broken rib. They got smacked pretty hard. Raheem, the door is locked when you get to it.
I knock.
Just a minute. I put the blood bags away. I try and cover up everything that I just did. And I pull out everything that looks like conventional medicine.
It's me.
Just a minute. Patient privacy. I lean over to Alex.
Yeah, give me time to like put this dressing gown on.
I look around quickly. I hand them a dressing gown.
They don't know what's going on. They're just going with it.
I walk over to the door.
Are you eating each other or something? What's going on there?
Making eye contact with Alex. And I open the door. Looks like we got a busted rib.
Can I do some sort of inside check to see how well they're covering this shit up?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and roll manipulation and subterfuge and add a die for Alex attempting to assist you in your subterfuge.
Subterfuge is actually pretty good. Oh, and add one. Okay. 2 successes. One of them in a blood die.
5 successes.
How many?
5.
Oh,
Oh yeah, no, there's something weird going on there. Something they're trying to keep from you.
Okay, so whatever this is, it's not modern medicine. Not that I would know, but still. 2, you're wearing that dressing gown the wrong way.
You're not supposed to be looking.
it depends on the medical service you're providing. Sometimes you need access to the front. Sometimes you
Yeah.
need access to the back.
Yeah, she said I had a broken rib.
Sure, I'll just pretend like I buy all of this. Remy's here.
He's alive?
You keep quiet. Yeah, he's alive.
Thank you.
Was there a
Is it-
chance that Remy wouldn't be alive? Is Remy injured?
Is he with him?
Right. Do you mind walking out for a little bit? I need to talk to this one.
He's my patient and is healing. And
Can
no,
she
I need to
stay?
talk to him for this. You want him to stay?
Yes, I would like her to stay. She's nice.
Mhm.
She gave
I-
me this very nice dressing gown.
It's not even your size. It doesn't matter. Ray, what do you know about the Dragon Clan and their tendency to make flesh-crafted minions?
everything you just said is all that I know about it.
Okay. Well, a gigantic one made of multiple parts is what attacked our fella here. Remy and Izzy tried to fend it off. And this time I look at Alex. Remy barely made it.
Yes, see.
Does it belong to who we think it belongs to?
Probably yes. Izzy did not know.
Oh,
They do hang their head a little bit.
I'm sorry, Alex.
So what are you exactly up to? Is this like some sort of secret experiment? Are you secretly lovers and we just didn't know all this time?
And I look at
What?
Alex. What? Okay.
No. Ew, no.
How do I explain this? I know you've seen a lot, but
Marta would kill me.
how do I explain this? Tremere shit.
So
That's what-
thaumaturgy, that's what this is? Just standard issue blood sorcery? You're here trying to heal him through blood sorcery? That's not going to work.
Can I go see Marta?
Slowly, you feel better.
I
But that
will.
doesn't mean you overdo it, correct?
Okay, I'm gonna go lay down. She had a puppy, so I want to go see the puppy.
That's actually great therapy. I endorse that.
And they do like walk by you, Raheem, like give you like a look, like, how dare you like accuse me of having somebody on the side? Just
Sure.
like,
You sure you don't want pants with that?
been traveling with them for like 6-7 months. I think it's fine.
Mm. Make sure you don't piss off Mason or Vi or anyone. Just don't piss off
I
anyone.
don't want to piss off anybody.
Good. So as long as you realize that when you walk in the door, you should be fine.
Okay.
That was aggressive.
I'm kind of on edge.
No, giant flesh monsters, that'll do it.
Funnily enough, that's not what has me on edge.
It's got me a little on edge.
Understandably so. You have been getting close to that kid in the diner, Vincent?
Me? Not really.
I remember we met him.
Well, we met him, yeah.
And well, I'm close to him, and the hunter that we're looking for turns out is his ex-fiance.
That's problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm on edge.
Sorry, I misheard you. I thought you asked if I was close to that kid, and
No,
I'm close
to
no.
the kid.
Sorry. That's problematic. That means a lot of things.
Yes, it does.
Great. Hey, before we go back up, it's it's not personal, right? Like sometimes the Tremere stuff, like we don't get a lot of respect, it's sometimes it's kind of it feels a little personal.
I ran with a Banu Hakim back in the day.
Really?
Dude.
Sorry.
I've been through 2 world wars, to say the least. So yeah, I've met a lot of people. Believe me, I've heard every nasty thing about Tremere that's ever been said. I also know what blood sorcery shit looks like. Either way, I judge people based upon their individual merits, not based upon clan. And if you think your blood sorcery shit will scare me, I really don't call it if you call it thaumaturgy, Duranki, or whatever the other one is. As long as you're not hurting people dramatically, you're fine.
I mean, as we talked the other day, I haven't had a lot of experience with other groups and was just, warned to kind of keep it to myself. So
That's the Tremere for you. They love their secrecy, those fellas.
Yeah, they do.
Mason is looking pretty bad. We should probably go check up on
Wait, what happened to Mason?
him. Yep, let's just I don't even have the patience. Honestly, I can't.
Lead the way.
You guys are going up to find Mason. What are you gonna go do?
She is going to her room, and if she does not hear back from a text message within 5 minutes, she is going to do something.
Did you send me the thingy doodle?
Yes, I did send you the thingy doodle.
Hold on, my thingy doodle.
I can resend you the thingy doodle. It kind of got lost.
I got it. Hold on.
That one.
Got it.
All right. She will punch her wall, probably punching a hole through it.
You hear on the other side of the wall sounds like a dog starts barking.
You actually don't punch a hole through it. The walls in Vi's room are specifically reinforced so that she can hit them.
She probably dents it with how pissed she is. She's going to attempt to compose herself and rejoin the others.
Raheem and Rhea, you were gonna go find Mason.
Yep.
When you find him, because we are going to retcon something. You know that Remy came from the chapel area. He is face down and unmoving. Because, as Alex has corrected me, Mason is in torpor from Remy punching him.
I rush to his side and check him out. Is it clear that it's torpor?
Yes.
Well, shit.
Literally had enough time.
And at that sigh, that is where we're going to end for tonight. Because I feel like that sums up what has been going on.
Yeah.
Join us next week as we get a game girl, hopefully out of torpor, and deal with a facade. Bye, everyone.